Patterson Library friends, this is Miss Amy. Today our theme for my Tell Me a Story Storytime Preschool Storytime is all about mice. This time of year, I don't know about you, but in my old farmhouse, the little mice are sometimes creeping around, and my cat is sometimes hunting, and she likes to chase those little mice away. So all of our stories and songs today are going to be about mice. But I have a friend who's a cat who actually likes mice. Pete, you don't mind mice, do you? No, in fact, look who he brought today. Pete brought his friend Mouse. Now, you don't think of mice and cats as being friends very often, but this little mouse and Pete are actually good friends. So let's sing our welcome song, and then we'll do some mouse and stories for Pete and Little Gray Mouse. Ready? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Let's start with a little mouse poem. And for this, here, Pete and Little Gray Mouse, you sit over here to be good listeners. And you make yourselves comfortable at home. And help me count my little mice, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Many of our poems have 5 little mice, and it works so nicely because you can put up 5 fingers too, and do it at home with me. 5 little mice came out to play, gathering crumbs up on their way. Out came a pussycat, sleek and black, and 4 little mice came scampering back. Uh-oh, cat chased one away. 4 little mice came out to play, gathering crumbs along their way. Out came a pussycat, sleek and black, and 3 little mice went scampering back. 3 little mice came out to play, gathering crumbs along the way. Out came a pussycat, sleek and black, and 2 little mice went scampering back. Do you have 2 fingers up? 2 little mice went out to play, gathering crumbs along the way. Out came a pussycat, sleek and black, and 1 little mouse came scampering back. Only 1 left. 1 little mouse came out to play, gathering crumbs along her way. Along came pussycat, sleek and black, and no little mice came scampering back. They must all be hiding. Now my first story today is about 10 little mice. It's a big book, so you'll be able to see the pictures well. We're going to do a goodie bag in a couple of weeks, later in November, and I'll put that mouse poem in it so you can say it for someone at home. And we're also going to have 2 other mouse activities. This one is a mouse tracing sheet, and it's kind of cool, and it gets you ready to be a good writer. And all you do is use either your finger or a marker or a crayon, and you follow the same trail that Mouse does. So there he's going for a cookie, and here he's going for his milk, and here he's going for his crayon. And grown-ups might recognize that by doing these different trails, we're getting ready to write our letters with those different shapes. So you can laminate that or just use your finger, and then you can do it over and over again. Or it's okay if you use a marker or a crayon on it and just do it one time. So that'll be in your take-home goodie bag, along with a make-your-own paper mouse. I'm going to read a story by Leo Lionni in a few minutes called Frederick. And this is a Leo Lionni mouse, and it tells you what to do, but you just cut out all the pieces and you can put it together and make your own little paper mouse at home. So those are 2 of the things that'll be in the November goodie bag. But let's do this story. 10 Little Mice, written by Joyce Dunbar and illustrated by Maria Majewska. 10 little mice. All different colored mice, they're so cute. 10 little mice were grooming themselves, their ears, their tails, their whiskers. Now I'm so very clean, said one. I'm going home to my cozy nest. And off she went. 9 little mice in a row of beans were digging and scratching for seeds. One was scared when a robin got mad, so he scurried home to his cozy nest. 8 little mice in a barley field were climbing from stalk to stalk. One saw the tail of a prowling cat, so he ran home to his cozy nest. Can you see the cat's tail way over there in the corner? And there goes little mouse, leaving 7 little mice in an underground tunnel were snooping and sniffing and spying. One saw a badger's long striped snout, so he rushed home to his cozy nest. Let's count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little mice found a wild bee's nest and dipped all their paws in the honey. One little mouse heard an angry buzz, so he skipped home to his cozy nest. 5 little mice, 9 hazelnuts, were chomping and chewing. One little mouse felt so very full that he staggered home to his cozy nest. 4 little mice by a cool dark pond were splishing and splashing and sliding. One fell in and soaked to the skin. He slip-slopped home to his cozy nest. Poor little mouse. 3 little mice on an old tree stump were twitching their noses at sheep. One found a fluffy bit of wool and said, "This is fine for my cozy nest." 2 little mice in the dry brown leaves frolicked and frisked just for fun. One heard the swoop and the hoot of an owl, so he dashed home to his cozy nest. 1 little mouse in a thunderstorm saw the crick, crack, crick of the lightning. "I've had enough for tonight," he said, so he hurried home to his cozy nest. 10 little mice, safe home at last, were snuffling and snoring. Each had a dream of daring deeds as they slept sound in their cozy nest. Look how snuggled they are. Wintertime is a great time to snuggle down in your bed or on the couch or like the little mice in their nest and enjoy the chilly winter days and cozy nights at home. Now, let's see what else I have. Oh, I have quite a few good stories today. Let me see. I think we'll do this one next. This story is a flannel story, and it's called Once a Mouse. Sorry, Mr. Austin, I should have told you we were doing 2 over here. Okay. This is a story from India. Country far, far away. First I have to get up the tree. One day, a hermit was sitting under a tree, and he sat thinking about big and little. Suddenly, he saw a little tiny mouse about to be snatched up by a crow. He hurried to help the poor little animal, and tearing him from the crow's greedy beak, he carried him off to his hut in the forest. he came to the hut, and when he was there, look! A cat came along with his tail straight and tall, and his whiskers held straight. The hermit knew that the cat would love to eat the little mouse, but the hermit was very good at magic. And when he saw the danger threatening his little mouse, he quickly changed the mouse into a stout cat. Well, that night, as the cat was frightened away, a dog came instead. Well, the hermit had to use some magic again, and so he changed the mouse into a ferocious dog who scared away the spotted dog that had come. Sure enough, though, there was something else happening. That night in the forest, the hermit saw, coming quickly, a hungry tiger. He knew that the tiger would be no match for his little dog. So, fortunately, the hermit was nearby, and with just a gesture, he changed the dog into a handsome, huge tiger. The new handsome, huge tiger frightened the other tiger away as quickly as could be. Now just imagine the pride of that tiger. All day long he peacocked around the forest, lording over all the other animals. The hermit missed nothing of this and said, "Without me, you would still be a tiny little mouse. That is, if you were still alive. You should not give yourself such airs." The tiger was offended and humiliated. He forgot all the good things that the hermit had done for him. "No one shall tell me I was once a mouse," he said. "I will kill that hermit." Well, the hermit read the tiger's mind. "You are very ungrateful," he said. "Go back to the forest and be a mouse once again." And so proud and handsome, the tiger turned back and strutted away, and suddenly became a tiny little mouse who scurried off into the forest again. Well, the hermit sat thinking once again all about big and little, and that's the end. Now, that story is actually written in a book by Marcia Brown. So if you'd like to see the book of that final board story, we can get that for you from one of the other libraries and bring it into Patterson Library. I didn't have it here today, but it would be fun to look at the book as well. Now I have another story I want to share with you. Actually, I have two. Oh, I have three. I don't think I have time to do too many. I think we'll do Mouse Mess by Linnea Riley. Now, I also did some mouse stories for the Baby Bookworms group, and it would be kind of fun for you to go to that web link. It's on the same as this link, and then you can see a really fun one that I'm not going to have time to read today called The Birthday Cake. So you might want to watch those mouse stories as well. And speaking of, I wanted to tell you that we are doing something kind of special this week. As well as starting to get goodie bags ready, I'm also going to do a drawing this week. I need to find my picture. Oh, I may not have it here. Yes, I do. We are going to give away, no, I don't, a cute little mouse puppet. It's a tiny little finger puppet, and it's a little white mouse. And if you comment on the Facebook page where the links are for this story time, after this story time's all over, go back and comment and say, "Tell me a story time," or "Preschool story time," and your first name in the comment section that I'll put your names in for a drawing, and we'll pull one name out, and next Monday I'll announce the winner of a cute little finger puppet. So I hope that you'll be able to participate and do that. All you have to do is put a comment in the link. This is called Mouse Mess by Linnea Riley. This will be my last story today. You've been great listeners. Look at that little mouse peeking through. Mouse Mess. This is a book from Blue Sky Press, which is part of Scholastic, so we're happy that we have permission to read these books. Oh my, what's the mouse gonna do? Hush, hush, little mouse, is sound asleep inside his house. On the stairs, the sound of feet. Mouse is up, it's time to eat. Crunch, crunch, he wants a cracker. Munch, munch, a cookie snatcher. Crackle, sweep, he takes cornflakes and jumps into the pile he makes, just as if they were a pile of leaves. Sniff, sniff, milk and cheese. Mouse would like a taste of these. Splish, splash, the milk spills out. Food is scattered all about. Sticky, gooey jam to spread with peanut butter smeared on bread. Tipping, slipping, sugar falls. Pour and pat make castle walls. Oh, that mouse is having fun. Olives, pickles, catsup fun. Pop the tops off one by one. Mouse steps back. He looks around. He can't believe the mess he's found. Who made this awful mess? Asked Mouse. These people need to clean their house. You know who really made the mess, don't you? Mouse. Gurgle, bubble, water flows, soaks the jam between his toes. Now that Mouse is clean and fed, he leaves the mess and goes to bed. What a fun mouse story. Mouse Mess by Linnea Riley. Well, I hope you enjoyed the mouse stories we did today and the flannel board stories too. And I will see you next week. And just a reminder, make sure you put your name and preschool or tell me a story time in the comment section so we can see who gets a little mouse. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.